Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, individuals in various domains across globe. So far, I have been talking about the growth factor of an individual from the viewpoint of spiritual philosophy, communication, and coupled with astrological significance of the individual as such. In this video, let's try understanding what are the kinds of observations which has had created quite a few opportunities. At the same time, it has given enough of economic losses, and it has shown quite a few opportunities, and it has also given a warning kind of signal where existing manufacturing companies, multinational companies, someone who is into e-commerce kind of thing, and someone into retail industry, someone into supply chain management. The first thing which I want to talk about is the basic understanding of the pitfalls or the opportunities that we as individuals could not foresee, or it could be the reason for a simple reason that we do not have that kind of technological advancement. In this scenario, what I could observe was some companies like Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Microsoft, and other big players could survive this attack of pandemic reactions by helping the employees to stay stable and work on the internet based applications, something like work from home across globe. The same thing, if I really look at retail industry or e-commerce industry or manufacturing concerns industry, specifically manufacturing concerns, wherein labor is involved, on man hours, and the productivity is based on the actual consumption of the manpower. Unfortunately, sorry about that. Unfortunately, manufacturing concerns cannot really look at the internet aspect because they are dependent on the live production of the products. At the same time, if we go to the economics part, here what we could see was due to the pandemic attack, there was heavy demand and there was loss of supply. Normally, the economy stays stable in case supply and demand has that equilibrium state. Now, the key factors or pointers for the companies or for the startups which or the entrepreneurs who are planning to put up an industry needs to really think from the internet point of view as well. So this has become one of the key factors, one of the factors under the calamities like this for the survival. And I would say this is one of the greatest lessons that a company or the companies will have to take. At the same time, it's not that this remains the same way. It could be any company. Fact being, there could be unprecedented and something which really creates the devastation act to really put a stop on the economic growth. In other words, the economic crisis may again occur. The point is, one needs to understand this point also going forward. As I see, over a period of time, with centuries and centuries going on and on, these pandemic attacks have had been happening, and there is enough of economic loss as well as personal life loss. Yesterday, I was watching a few videos on the same. In Ecuador, I see the amount of loss of human beings to be more. They don't have enough space, or I can put it in this way that they do not have a space at all for the cremation of bodies. Unfortunately, this again creating health hazards, again attacks. Now, there is one more key point that everyone needs to understand. One should not defy the ecosystem's balance. All this is due to the Ecosystems Imbalance Act. We have had played with the ecosystem, and we have been suffering, and we have had suffered enough of economic losses. Every time this kind of act happens, economic systems economic system comes to slump, and thus the crisis starts, as it is happening in US today. It's like almost close to 60 days that the lockdown period has had happened, due to which unemployment rate increased. The cash inflow also got decreased, and amount of cash in the chest is also getting reduced. People getting anxiety, stress, and strain. Again, getting back to the health issues. How do we address this? The first very point that an individual needs to understand is, please do not defy the ecosystem, or please do not play with the ecosystem. Once you start playing with the ecosystem, this is what happens. Second thing, we as individuals have got used to various lifestyle, which is like coming to you, and you are enjoying it. When unprecedented incidents like this happen, we get panic. So one needs to get prepared for this, needs to understand this thing also. And the third point, how deep it has impacted the employment opportunities, the employable, something wherein you should be useful and your knowledge should be useful, kind of. How are you thinking? What is your thought process? It's high time, ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Thinking out of box. Under these unprecedented acts, it will be really useful for the unemployed youth. And fourth point, it's high time schools and colleges needs to understand how to nurture the individual from the thinking point of view. In the sense, if these kinds of incidents happen, How do you sustain yourself? And how do you make use of your knowledge, thinking out of box, and create that income in the circulation? And the fifth point is, it's high time. Let's not be in the comfort zone. Going forward, there could be many attacks like this, because already ecosystem is having that imbalance act, creating those hazards, giving birth to new viruses. Even before this, there were floods, there were tsunamis, whatnot, everything that totally slumped the internet industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, individuals, this is the only time, this is the right time that you put your mind, you put your thoughts, you start thinking what is the best that I can do with whatever that I have, thinking out of box. What is it that I can do? This is specifically for the upcoming graduates across all domains, be it engineering, be it doctor, be it accountants, be it degree graduates, be it from any vocational course, etc. Thus, the pointers or the key factors or the takeaways from this video is understanding the practical importance of nurturing your thought process, streamlining, realigning, restructuring your thoughts. Please do understand this. These kinds of unprecedented events will start happening going forward, considering the eco imbalance which has started opening right now. It is a wake up call. Please do wake up, understand its importance, and understand the kind of issues, understand the kind of losses from the humanity perspective, from the technical know-how perspective, from the knowledge perspective. This is a wake up call. Stay blessed. Have a blissful life. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Have a nice day ahead. Understand this. It is now or then. If you are not waking up now, maybe it could be too late again. Have a nice day ahead.